Hello everybody, it's me, it's PokemonTripHD. Welcome back to some more Dragalia content, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the brand new Mega Man news. It's pretty much all that this news post is for. This is, of course, this month in Dragalia Lost for the month of November, and the biggest piece of news here is, like I said, the Mega Man event that is coming this month. This is the second collab ever in Dragalia Lost, and it's a really big collab. Now, of course, I would say Mega Man's not as big as a franchise as Fire Emblem, but of course, Mega Man has been around for a long time. There's a lot of fans of it, so I'm definitely excited for this. And like I said, we've already gotten actually a bit of news from the Mega Man events, and I think they kind of recap it in this one. Let's just go ahead and get started with this one. So I'll begin from the very top and just read through it. Hello everyone, Yuji Okada here, director of Dragalia Lost. Of course, Yuji Okada is the new director. You know, RIP Matsura. Also, shout out to Hitros and Kanugis in the Discord. Just want to get that out there. Okay, here we go. We saw a lot of people sharing their thoughts on the first anniversary raid events. I wanted to thank you all for being so enthusiastic about the game. I know the story might have lacked a certain celebratory flair you'd expect from the game's first anniversary, but we hope that you enjoyed playing the event nonetheless. So he's basically saying, sorry that it wasn't really an anniversary event, but we hope you enjoyed the event either way. So this actually event, or not this event, this news post has a lot of sorries in there, which is good that he's recognizing that he made a mistake, but at the same time, he's not saying that they're going to fix the mistake, which kind of sucks, but I mean, at least they're recognizing their mistakes. You know, like they should have started the first anniversary event, you know, the Fractured Futures raid events the day of the anniversary and not like later on, you know. But anyways, let me just continue reading this. Regarding the Mega Man events, I plan on sharing more information about the Mega Man event coming at the end of this month via notifications and social media. Again, if you've been following their Twitter, they actually shared a bit of news on there. But the first thing I'd like to share is that Mega Man is the only adventure you'll be able to add to your team during this event. There won't be a summon showcase where you can get adventures other than Mega Man. But the good news is that all players who participate in the event and fulfill certain conditions will be able to get him. Again, they shared already on their Twitter that there will not be a summon showcase for Mega Man. Now, it's kind of confusing. In this post, they say that there's no adventurers. So maybe they're implying there's going to be some dragons. But I remember on the Twitter that they said there will not be a Mega Man showcase. And even right here, they say there won't be a summon showcase where you can get adventures other than Mega Man. But it kind of implies that maybe dragons will be summonable, but I really doubt it, to be honest. I think there's just going to be no showcase, which is actually going to be a big shock. You know, a collab without a showcase, because a collab is just a great opportunity for, you know, developers to get money. So I don't know why there wouldn't be a showcase. You know, it kind of ruins people's like hopes and dreams. A lot of people wanted like Zero for Mega Man and a bunch of different people, but apparently we're not going to be getting anyone. But yeah, this news may be a little disappointing to some players, yeah, like I said, but we're working hard to make sure Mega Man's actions are true to the source material. Mega Man's skill allows him to switch to weapons with special functions and use those weapons a certain number of times. The way he controls is also unique. In terms of his Dragalia Lost weapon type, he'll be a wand user, but he moves differently from other wand users, and he can fire off shots in rapid succession. So that's actually really interesting. He's going to be a wand, just like I predicted. You know, I predicted he's going to be a wand because like he's shooting out of his hand or whatever. So he's a wand, and He says that his skill allows him to switch between weapons, which is, again, really interesting. We've never had anything like that. I'm assuming it's just going to be a visual change, and obviously not going to equip a new weapon. But it's really interesting. So I'm interested to see how exactly he's going to be changing weapons, how often he's going to be able to use them. I'll see down here, you know, if you look down at this picture, you kind of see two bars right there, like a top one and a bottom one. Maybe once those fill up, maybe those are actually his skills, or maybe that's like his ability, and then he has two other skills or something. Maybe when those fill up, he can use like those weapons until his, you know, the bar goes back down, and then he tries to fill them back up or something. Maybe it's gonna be a force strike and a normal shot, kind of like the way the bar goes up, kind of like how Gala Ranzel's works. Really interesting though. I do enjoy that. And then what did they also say? I think there's something else. He uses weapons a certain number of times. He controls is also unique. So the way he controls is unique, which is, you know, I don't know how they're going to control him unique. Maybe he moves around faster or something. He's also capable of using his charge shot by doing a force strike. So again, his force strike is going to be a charge shot. It's not going to be the usual wand force strike. Again, this is his force strike right there, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's his charge shot. And while swiping normally causes an adventurer to roll, Mega Man will actually use his sliding move. So it looks like he's going to be sliding and attacking when you roll, which is really interesting. If you haven't played Mega Man, he basically he slides like that with his feet out, and then he attacks. I believe that's a slide. Pretty sure it's Mega Man. It's been a while since I played Mega Man, but yeah. When Mega Man had 0 HP, a special animation will play, causing him to disappear like he does in the Mega Man game. That's of course when he goes disappears and the balls roll out of him. Yeah, don't worry though, he'll come back without issue if you use a continue. Lol, Omega Lol continues. Who actually uses those? Finally, when he shapeshifts, Mega Man will summon Rush and ride on him, doing his famous Rush Jet move. Yeah, that was just terrible reading. I apologize. He's able to attack in multiple directions, which makes it easy to take on hordes of enemies. We'll put out a video explaining how Mega Man controls in mid-November, so keep an eye out. So middle of November, we're going to be getting more information on Mega Man. Of course, middle of November implies, somewhere between after the Stirring Shadows raid event ends, or not raid event, facility event ends, and in between, by the time the next event ends, which is going to be Kindness and Captivity, which I'll be going over a little bit later. I don't know if they mentioned... No, they not. I think that's later down in the thing. Okay. Yeah, here's a picture, like I said, of Mega Man. Of course, Mega Man is here with 3 other Flame Adventures, which is kind of implying that he's going to be a Flame Adventure, but at the same time, he looks nothing like a... First of all, he's blue. He's blue, so he'd be a Water Adventure, if anything. But I actually think he'd probably be like a Light again. I know another Light kind of sucks, but he's here with Flame Adventures, which implies he's going to be a Flame Adventure. Unless they want to make, unless they want to, bait you out and he's actually Water. He's super effective against Flame or something. But yeah, really interesting that he's there with those. Again, mid-November, more news. The event will also feature some Mega Man event-specific weapons. By equipping these weapons, any adventurer will be able to fire the Mega Buster's Charge Shot. Now, that's, of course, I believe this Charge Shot right there. You'll also be able to get some event-specific worm prints, and some of these can be arranged to form one big picture. That's actually really cool, but you're probably just going to have to screenshot them and then put them next to each other or something. We're also preparing a number of songs with special arrangements, including Dr. Willy Stage 1 from Mega Man 2, and you'll be able to hear the original songs by meeting certain conditions. So Dr. Willy Stage, I don't even remember where that's from, but Mega Man 2, apparently there's a lot of Mega Man 2 news or not news, but information in here. So I'm assuming this is going to be a Dalco cover from Mega Man 2, which is really interesting. And of course, this is the picture of Mega Man, and those are his Mega Man forms or something. And of course, this is Rush, I believe. That's Rush, and that's who he gets when he turns into a dragon, the little dog. So he's going to ride the dog, and then he's going to attack people, which is going to be really cool. And yeah, honestly, like I said, I'm very surprised there's not an actual summon showcase going on with Mega Man. I feel like they really missed a big opportunity with that, but nonetheless, I'm excited for this. Of course, weapons, which you can charge shot with, are going to be really interesting. I'm curious how the swords and the melee weapons are going to work. I'm assuming those will not have a charge shot unless it's a different style of charge shot or something. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. That's all the Mega Man news that we get for now. I believe they said they're coming at the end of November. Where did they say that? Mega Man info at the end of the month. Oh no, it says right here. Okay. More information about the Mega Man event coming at the end of this month. So the Mega Man event comes at the end of this month, and we're going to be getting more information in the middle of this month. So end of the month, I'm assuming it's going to be, like I said, after the Kindness and Captivity raid event. I feel like that would make the most sense. So that's what I'm expecting it. And then, of course, regarding events in November, what do you think of the current Stirring Shadow story event? If you haven't played it, recommend the curse, blah, 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 blah. A new wind-attuned 5-star adventure, Akasha, which is, I believe, the redhead girl, will be added via Summon Showcase starting 10 p.m. November 3rd, 2019. I called it. Stirring Shadows Part 2 is going to be happening before Stirring Shadows Part 1 is done. I knew it was going to happen. And she'll be the first wind-attuned 5-star staff user. So a new healer, which is going to be really interesting. We haven't had a new healer for a while. I mean, a 5-star new healer for a while. I believe the only 2... Oh, no, we have 3. Heinwald and then the 2 Hildegards. So this is going to be an interesting one. The 5-star Dragon Hastur will also be added at the same time. This will be the first time a dragon has a primed ability on the adventure you're controlling will receive a buff effect when their skill gauge fills. So, of course, that's what their skill 1. So primed ability is going to be really interesting. I'm assuming it's going to be strength and could be defense or crit rate or something, but I'm assuming it's going to be strength. And I'm going to be really interested to see how good Hastur will be. Also, who is Hastur? I'm assuming it's going to be that wind dragon that's on that worm print. I haven't read the Stirring Shadows event stuff yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be that dragon that's on the worm print, the new worm print that you can get from Stirring Shadows. So yeah. And that's, I believe, everything. After the Stirring Shadows event ends, we'll be bringing the Kindness and Captivity raid event back. Like the Fractured Futures event, this raid event will use the raid boost system. The raid boost system is making a return. We received a lot of feedback about the chances of receiving raid boosts, so we adjust them as they drop a little more frequently this time around. We plan to use raid boost in all raid events going forward. Yes, thank you, Side Games. The raid boost feature was really nice, and I hope they continue to do, the same type of raid battles, but we don't know for sure. There are more adventures will be added to the game via summon showcase. Same time this raid revival event. You'll have to wait for a future notification about for more information and all that, blah, blah, blah. We'll be adding some really unique adventures this time. I'm assuming Kindness and Captivity. We're going to be getting Flame Adventures, but I don't really know who. We got Lathna from the last event. I don't think there's anyone in Kindness and Captivity that we didn't get. I know there's Wukong from the one with Zhuanzang, but I don't think we're going to be getting that event for a while. So I don't really know who we're going to get from Kindness and Captivity. Maybe it's just going to be some new adventures that we don't really know yet. But yeah, we'll be running weekly increased drops events for the various elements, blah, blah, blah. Kitten Daisheng and Barberry will be making their first appearances in Astral Raids. Barberry, interesting. It's already so soon. I say so soon, it's been a couple months. Plan to add new Void enemies at the end of November. We'll share more information, blah, blah. Okay, so there we go. And then, of course, new difficulty levels in Advanced Dragon Trials. And then, of course, they're saying that Master Rotations will be there. The weapons that were added with the addition of the difficulties are extremely powerful, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Mercurial Gauntlet will be designed around those weapons from level 51 onward, which really sucks, not gonna lie. It's really tough. That's why we don't plan to make the stats for the High Dragon Child weapons into consideration for the main campaign and limited time events, with the exception of certain special difficulty events. We'll be continuing to blah, blah. At the time of writing the results, blah, blah, they're saying thank you for playing, but they do say that they apologize for running Master and Time Attack at the same time, and good. I'm glad they're recognizing their mistake, like I said, and it seems that made things a little difficult for you. Yes, they recognize the augment issue as well. Good that they're recognizing these issues. They said they're going to balance and adjust the game at the very top right here. So hopefully they adjust it soon. Who knows, though. Regarding future updates, we plan to update the game about 2 more times this year. I'm assuming at the end of November and at the end of December. But one of the updates we're planning affects the home screen. And, of course, there's a picture of the home screen. They're basically adding 2 things right there. And that looks like the Alliance moves to the left as well. And they're adding the friend thing up there. And I think also there's this button right there. I'm not really sure what that does. And that looks like all the new changes. I do like this new change. I do think it's going to be nice once it's actually out, but we have to wait for that to actually get out. So, yeah. Quest button to the in-game footer menu. So, Quest is down here. Quest is going to be added down there, too. I didn't see that. Yeah, Quest is going to be down there, which is, honestly, it's going to be really hard to get used to that, just like the commas, just like the comma update. But, yeah. And we'll add a new feature that lets you change the appearance of weapon types in the next update. So, I'm assuming at the end of November, that's going to be coming. It's going to be basically weapon skins. Boss enemies we announced at the Dragalia Digest, the first anniversary, make their debut at the end of the year. So that's going to be the second update, I assume. Campaign, you'll find out why. Finally, with the addition of this content, we're planning to adjust the overall game balance. We're doing this to hope to make players able to continue enjoying it. We make adjustments to things like item drop rates and difficulty. So I'm assuming they're going to make more rupees drop, more crystals drop, more augments drop, and more insignias drop from this update, which is going to be very, very welcome. I'm assuming, again, end of November or end of December for that one. I'm assuming these 2 are end of December, and then these 2 are end of November, end of November. That's what I'm assuming. And, of course, a huge gift over here. Lots of goodies here. They basically give you a free augmented adventure. 100 crystals for your adventure, 100 strength for your adventure. They're both crystals, but HP and strength for your adventure, and then, of course, lots of insignia, or not insignias, but like the coins. And then rupees, 5 million rupees. And the next installment of Dragalia will be posted around December 1st, and it will be the last one for this year. The Mega Man event will be live at that point. I'm working hard on development to make sure that's an event you'll all enjoy. So I'm assuming the Mega Man event will be after Kindness and Captivity and will last 2 weeks after Kindness and Captivity. So if it continues at this rate, this event ends on the 13th. And then we'll be getting the Kindness and Captivity to the 25th, along with new Void Battles and Endeavors, and then we'll be getting the Mega Man event. So we're probably not going to get the Mega Man event until around the 25th, maybe even later than that. So it's not going to be coming for a while. But yeah, that's everything. Let me know your thoughts on this and everything in the comment section down below. Lots of hype news in here. Kindness and Captivity is going to be making a return, which kind of sucks. Another rerun, kind of meh. But new weapons, which allow for charge shots, are going to be nice. I'm assuming they're not going to be as strong as the High Dragon Trial Tier 1 weapons, which is going to be like no reason to use these unless the charge shot is really, really cool and really good. But I don't know. Mega Man news, Rush is in the game. I don't think we had any confirmation on Rush before, so that's going to be nice. And yeah, that's everything. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What element do you think Mega Man is going to be? That's the real question. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Until next time, have a nice trip.